Today we're going to be talking about something super important, your hard-earned cash. We all work for our money, so it makes sense to keep it safe and growing, right? Well, believe it or not, there are some places where your money is actually at risk. So, let's jump right in and explore the worst places to keep your money. Point 1. Under the mattress or anywhere else hidden at home. We've all seen it in movies, someone frantically shoving cash under a floorboard or into a dusty book. But listen up, folks, hiding your money at home is a recipe for disaster. First, security is a major concern. Fires, floods, even curious roommates, they can all mean your hidden stash disappears. Imagine the sinking feeling of realizing your emergency fund has gone up in flames, literally. But security isn't the only worry. Money stashed away isn't growing. Inflation, on the other hand, is like a silent thief, slowly stealing the buying power of your cash. Let's say you hide $1,000 today. 10 years down the line, due to inflation, that $1,000 won't buy you nearly as much. Basically, your hidden cash is losing you money. 2. A regular checking account. Sure, checking accounts are fantastic for everyday spending, that morning coffee, groceries, the occasional online shopping spree. But when it comes to long-term savings, they're not exactly your best friend. Here's why. Most checking accounts have abysmally low interest rates. We're talking fractions of a percent here. So basically, your hard-earned cash is just sitting there, stagnant, while inflation chips away at its value. Think of it like putting your money in a jar and burying it in your backyard. It's safe, sure, but it's not doing anything for you. Point 3. Uninsured investments. The world of investments can be tempting. The promise of high returns can be very alluring. But before you jump in, be aware of the risks involved. There are fantastic investment options out there, but some come with a higher degree of risk. The key here is understanding what you're getting into. Let's talk about insurance. Imagine putting your money into a fancy investment scheme, only to have the whole thing go belly up. If that investment wasn't properly insured, you could lose a significant chunk of your savings. It's like putting all your chips on red at the roulette table. It might pay off big, but there's also a chance you walk away with nothing. Point 4. Someone else's hands, without a written agreement. Let's face it, sometimes we lend money to friends or family. It can be a way to help out the people we care about. But before you loosen your purse strings, be sure to tread carefully. This can be a tricky situation because money can strain relationships. Here's why it can be a bad place for your money. Good intentions aside, things don't always go according to plan. What if your friend loses their job and can't repay the loan? Awkward, right? And let's say there's no formal agreement, no paperwork outlining the terms of the loan. This can lead to misunderstandings and resentment down the line. Point 5. Anything you don't understand. This applies to any kind of investment. If you don't fully grasp how something works, don't put your money in it. There's a saying, knowledge is power, and that includes the power to protect your hard-earned cash. Imagine investing in a complex financial product without understanding the risks or potential rewards. It's like jumping into a swimming pool without knowing how deep it is. There could be hidden fees, unpredictable market swings, or even complete scams out there. Point 6. The uninsured investment gamble. The world of investments can be tempting. The promise of high returns can be very alluring. But before you jump in, be aware of the risks involved. There are fantastic investment options out there, but some come with a higher degree of risk. The key here is understanding what you're getting into. Let's talk about insurance. Imagine putting your money into a fancy investment scheme, only to have the whole thing go belly up. If that investment wasn't properly insured, you could lose a significant chunk of your savings. It's like putting all your chips on red at the roulette table. It might pay off big, but there's also a chance you walk away with nothing. Point 7. The debt avalanche. Debt can feel like a bottomless pit, and it's easy to fall into the trap of making minimum payments on multiple debts. This can be a terrible place for your money because you're constantly paying interest, but barely making a dent in the actual amount owed. Imagine juggling multiple credit cards with high interest rates. Every month, a big chunk of your income goes towards paying the minimum, but you're barely touching the principal balance. It can feel like you're stuck on a treadmill, going nowhere fast. There are smarter ways to tackle debt, like the avalanche method, which focuses on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first. This can save you money in the long run. Point 8. The get-rich-quick a mirage. Let's be honest, get-rich-quick schemes are tempting. The idea of effortless wealth can be very appealing. But here's the reality, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. These schemes often involve risky investments, pyramid structures, or even outright scams. Imagine falling for a guaranteed high return online investment program. You pour your savings in, hoping for a quick payday. Instead, you end up losing everything. Remember, there's no shortcut to building wealth. It takes time, discipline, and smart financial planning. Point 9. The keeping up with the Joneses, a black hole. Social media can create a distorted reality, making it seem like everyone else is living a luxurious life. This can pressure you to spend money you don't have on things you don't need, just to keep up appearances. Keeping up with the Joneses is a terrible place for your money. It can lead to impulse purchases, credit card debt, and a constant feeling of inadequacy. Focus on your own financial goals, not what everyone else seems to have. Point 10. In an NFT, these are digital certificates that say you own a digital thing, like a picture or video game item. They're kind of new and use the same tech as Bitcoin. Thinking about buying one? Here's the catch. Most people who make money on NFTs are the lucky few, not everyone. On top of that, sales of NFTs have been dropping recently, and it doesn't look like they'll get hot anytime soon. So, unless you're an expert, it's probably best to keep your money somewhere else. Point 11. In crypto, don't be fooled by headlines about crypto millionaires. While there are occasional success stories, cryptocurrency is a super risky investment. Unlike traditional investments, crypto has no safety net and scams are rampant. A quarter of all crypto investments are lost. Sure, you could make money with crypto if you're an expert. But if you're new to investing or feeling financially insecure, crypto is a gamble you should probably avoid. Alright everyone, those are just a few of the worst places to keep your money. There are plenty of safe and secure ways to grow your savings. Do some research, talk to a financial advisor if needed, and find an approach that works for you. Remember, knowledge is power, and that includes the power to keep your hard-earned cash safe and sound. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more personal finance tips.